every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30. Yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, check.
On second down, it's Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the safety creep.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Taking it about the 16. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, it wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, second down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
New York set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the out.
Now a handoff, Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. On play action, Haskins. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
He's checking crack.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Under 10, under 10. Check it back.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready, ready. Mike 57. Defense wins championships, baby.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 38, Trubisky, the left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 15 yards that time. They had a Buffalo first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. Aguilar has it. And they'll wind up getting this with all the way down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Coming after you. We play to win. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that'll set them back 5. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
New York set to take the field. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Haskins. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. Here we go. Switch it.
They go play action with Haskins. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Second and 10 now. Haskins. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Bailey's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 55. Check. 55. Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
Max, box.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They go play action now. Haskins. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
They can't hang with us. 34's the mic. Delta. He's coming. Check in.
Second down, Haskins. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. they had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Aaron Jones, 83 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their
Let's
own
go.
25-yard line.
Here we go. Am I set? 57. Here we go. Check three.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard.
Here we go. It's together. And watch your leg. Tighten up.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Got it. That was the mic. Watch 57. Set the tone, defense. 72. Check. Over.
Off the play fake. Haskins. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bird. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Jets take over first. At their own 21-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They give to Johnson going right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 22-yard scamper, and the Jets are going to retake the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On play action, Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bird. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run to the backup. This is Williams. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Sponge! Sponge!
Johnson running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch, switch, switch.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he finds Stills, complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's a big pickup right there. That play might have saved them. Now they got to get up to the line of scrimmage quick. They've got to spike it.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They go play action with Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play.